I had to make a video, and I'm probably going to start making more videos, more vlogs of how I feel about things, because I don't think I need to post a Call of Duty video and talk about how I feel. If I just don't feel like playing Call of Duty, I'm just going to post a vlog. I just feel bad about not talking about the game and just talking about how I feel over some gameplay, and then people watch it. And well, anyways, that's going to be the reason why you'll see probably some more vlogs on this channel. And now, obviously, when a new game comes out, I'm probably going to be posting more gameplay. But when the game is dead, kind of, and it's summertime, obviously the new maps are coming out July 2nd on Vengeance. So, I don't know, depending on where I'm at. Sometimes I'll post live videos on this channel. Sometimes I'm going to be posting vlogs. And sometimes I'm just posting gameplay. But if the game is stale, I don't see how people can go out of their way to continuously hype up this game and say it's all awesome and everything when it's not. I just don't see it. So, the reason why I'm making this vlog today, but that's just like a, kind of why you might see more of my pretty face and everything like that. But if you do want to see whatever you want to see me, whatever topics you want to see me cover, leave them in the comments below. But what I am going to cover right now is the fact that I was watching the NBA Finals. I'm not really a big fan of the Spurs or the Heat. I'm not a fan of either team. You understand? I don't really care about that, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm some kind of conspiracy nut or something like that. I mean, I know when people say that when that's the first thing out of your mouth, that's what you are. I understand that's the label you're going to get immediately if that's something you say. But I was game 1 or game 2 before the games even started. I was like, it's not going to be a mystery. We all know it's going to go 7 games. And I was sitting here watching game 6, and then I was like, you know what? The Spurs are going to lose. They're going to there's going to be a way it's going to lose, so there could be a game 7. So I was looking around on the internet, and there's LeBron 2-time champion shoes already being made by Nike. Game 5, I think it was, but Jay-Z had this 20-minute commercial. Everything we do now is about social media and getting paid. That's all it is about now. You see, Kanye West was with some other chick, and he was like, yo, he told this chick the only reason I'm with Kim is so I could get, in the social stratosphere, and everybody could talk about me, and he had an album dropping. It's like, are you that selfish, man? You'll have a child with some chick just so you can get paid. I mean, I guess that's the way of the world we live in right now, right? So I'm like, it seems to me it's either, people really don't see it or they don't care, and it's like, yo, don't hate, people are here to get paid, and that's it, that's the bottom line. And I don't mind that, but I don't know, I'm asking you guys, because I'm watching the NBA Finals, I'm a sports fan, I like the Tigers, I'm a sports guy. I played sports in school. I love sports. So, of course, I'm looking at, and I've followed NBA, teams for a long time, ever since the Bad Boys, 89, and early 80s, and in the 90s, and recently when they, played against LeBron, and I'm, looking at these finals, and I'm looking at, it's the first time that I've ever, this is my personal opinion, by the way. This is my first time I'm watching the NBA Finals, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, it's like the other team is not even playing because they're told to lose or something. You know what I mean? It's like this game 6, Tony Parker had 0 points into almost the last 2 or 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. And then he just turned it on. He went to the hole. He hit some jumpers, and bam, they took the lead. I think it was a play before that. He really got mad at the refs for some call. I think it was right before that at half court. You see him, he was pissed. So he just came out and was like, "Fuck it," and you know what I mean. He just came out and did his thing, and and he took over. And then all of a sudden, it was like, okay, we don't want to mess up this image of Parker and Duncan, so let's throw Ginobili in, and he'll fucking turn over the ball like 100 times, and he'll lose the game. And then people like on Twitter are saying to me, "Oh man, so you're saying the Ray Allen 3-pointer in the corner?" Well, I mean, if you ever seen, like, obviously, I'm using this as an example. I mean, Doc Brown, 1985, Back to the Future. If the tangent wasn't changed in history by so and so not throwing the ball 2 times away, then Ray Allen wouldn't even mattered. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even count. It wouldn't even been a point if he made the 3-pointer or not. It wouldn't even matter. The game would have been over. It's like basically Usain Bolt turning it off like the last 10 meters and then 100 meters and then a 100-yard dash, or the last 10 yards and a 100-yard dash, or whatever it is. I mean, they just coasted right into the fourth quarter and just like they just turned it off. I don't know. Every game has been like the acting is so bad by these players. You're looking at it and going, this has to be fixed. Like, one team blows out the other team so bad. Like, when you look at the last games before they played, you're like, it's like the main players don't even show up. They don't want to get hurt. And it's like the NBA is like, yo, let's just leave it until game 7, and then you guys play it out. I mean, my prediction and the way that I'm looking at things is that it would be more beneficial to the NBA if the Heat lost. Because therefore, they would be talking about the Heat all summer as to why such a great team like the Heat won on the streak and lost this game, lost this championship by 1 game, and they should break up the Heat. And it's just nothing but keeping the NBA in the news. Like, that's what, because of the social stratosphere that we live in, that you have to stay in Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And it's like, you're seeing that from everybody. Like, have you, like, Dwayne Wade coming out in capri pants, and he's got some new shoes that he's getting a contract for. It's like these dudes understand that, and they're going out of the way to exploit it so they can get paid. And I say there's nothing wrong with that, but it's kind of obvious that's what's going on. It's like everybody's picking up on it, and they don't even care. It's like they're blatant about it. And then you got people on Twitter be like, "No, man, that ain't the reason, that ain't the reason." It is the reason. Everything in this world is to get paid. And so when I look at the NBA Finals and I'm looking at it, I'm saying to myself, this Finals is fixed. Like, they're dragging it out 7 games. Like, what if the game was like, what if the Miami Heat sweeped the Spurs, or the vice versa? There wouldn't be no Jay-Z 27-minute commercial and all this other stuff in 7 games and whatever else they put into it. There wouldn't be none of that. But that's not the case. And somehow Manu Ginobili, and it goes into overtime. And I think what had happened was that Parker wasn't supposed to turn it on, but he got mad right towards the end. If you watched it, somebody I think messed with Parker. I mean, messed with Duncan or something. He was mad, so he got the ball and he just blew up. And they gave LeBron the ball like, I think it was 8 times, and he got like 8 bricks, and finally Miller passed it right back out to him, and he finally hit that 3, and they're like, "Oh my God, thank God he hit that." I mean, every other drive, he went to the hole, nobody touched him, and he still fumbled the football. I mean, the basketball. So it's like they're just trying so hard to sell this LeBron image and everything. Like, I understand he's a great player and all that, but it's like, they're like, it's just so obvious. Do you not people see this? It looks like it's fixed. So, I don't know, man. And it's just funny, like, ESPN and First Take and Stephen A. Smith, they act like they don't even see it. They just, man, they're getting paid. You know, they can't jeopardize their job. But I'm on YouTube, so I don't really care. I'll say it. I say the NBA Finals is fixed. For all, you know, it should have been like 4-1 Spurs. They were blowing them out by 20 points every game. And then when they had to tie it up, they just gave up. Like you didn't see nothing, and then all of a sudden, Manu Ginobili just plays like crap. Then the two guys don't hit no threes from the outside, and Parker just is dead. I mean, in the fourth quarter, they were double teaming down on him, and Duncan's like wide open, going to the hoop, and he doesn't even pass it to him. I'm like, what? I mean, you were just saying in, what was it, game 4 or 5 that, they were double teaming me, so I wasn't passing that much. You did the same thing in game 6. What are you talking about? So this is like, I don't get it. I do get it. We live in a different world now. We live in a social media world where everything is like dance on these strings, and we'll control you, and you're gonna buy it, and that's the way it is. You know, I hate to say it, but it just seems that way. I don't know. You tell me what you guys think in the comments, what you want me to talk about next, and I will cover it. These are the things that are on my mind. They gotta be on somebody's mind out there. I know you Google search NBA is fixed, and there's like tons and tons of people talking about it. Anyways, till next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace!